God bless you. God bless you. Satan has infiltrated into the body of Christ. He is called the inventor of all evil things. And he has found many ways to trick us as Christians to invest in his end time kingdom, in his end time gospel, a gospel that is focused on an outward appearance, a gospel that is focused on owing so much as possible, a gospel that is focused on large congregations and spreading a false gospel that if you say a sinner's prayer that everything is okay between you and God, a gospel that is focused on big buildings, the people perform before large congregations instead of bringing the people back at God's feet to prostrate before the Father, deal with all sins in their life, deal with demons in their life through God's Spirit, and so on. Satan has been preparing his end time kingdom, an end time gospel that has been prepared through ancestral spirits. Because we do not go through deep deliverance, Satan is using our ancestral knowledge, our ancestral emotion, our ancestral sources, ancestral characters, and so on, to strengthen his kingdom, to invest in his kingdom, to come against Yahweh, his ancient gospel, to come against Yahweh, his end time plan. Because as Christians, we cannot discern anymore. We are working with our urges. Some are even working with childhood urges. I want to be a millionaire. I want to owe as much as possible. I want to owe many companies, many this, many that. Satan is using all of those things to work through you, to invest through you in a kingdom that is not out of God, in a gospel that is not out of God. And a false and misleading gospel has been spreading rapidly. A gospel where people think that when they work through a talent, a gift they receive from Yahweh, that they are saved. A gospel where people think that when they have large congregations, they can perform before large congregations, that all of a sudden everything is okay between you and God, and so on. You do not know that you are bringing many people to hell. You do not know that you are strengthening Satan, his end time gospel, to blind us. We are not able to discern anymore as Christians what is out of God and what is not out of God. Satan has misled many Christians. They do not go through deep deliverance. And when we come to that point to give our life to Jesus, all of those sins, all of those ancestral demons, all of those characters that are not shaped by God, that are not out of God, all of those urges from your childhood, from your ancestors, are still there between you and God. And Satan will work through all of those characters, all of those emotions that are not shaped, that are not delivered by Yahweh, and people are staying blind. People, their eyes are not open for what is truly out of God, because we are focused on an outward appearance. We cannot look into our heart. We are not able to look into our heart because we are defiled by a false and misleading gospel. Garments are defiled. It is not preparing God's people for the coming of Yeshua, but it is Satan, his tragedy, to defile God's people, to bring separation between you and God. Your garment should be white. How will they become white? Not because you say a sinner's prayer. You need to deal with all of those demons in your life that have driven you. You need to deal with ancestral demons. You need to prepare through holiness. You need to become holy. Be holy, for I am holy. And the Lord is also warning us, not because you are using God's name, setting people free in God His name, in Yeshua His name, not because you are delivering in Yeshua His name, that means you have a relationship with God. Because in His word He says also that even those people He will send away. So it is important for you to go through deep deliverance. It is important for you to break with infesting in a kingdom that is not out of God, infesting in a gospel that is not out of God, infesting your time, infesting your money, all of those things that are supposed to go to God and not to sources that are wolves in sheep clothes. It is time for you to invest in your everlasting life, but to come to that point, to have white garments, to be clothed by Yahweh, to receive truly talent, gifts that are God, that are out of God and that are not defiled. Do not be misled by people quoting a lot of scriptures, but the hearts are untouched. The problems are untouched. People are in great need in these end times. Demons are tormenting them. Satan is tormenting them. Satan is tormenting economies. Satan is tormenting marriages. He is tormenting children. He is tormenting husbands, wives, brothers, sisters. He is tormenting generations. And we still are focused on what to gain out of the gospel of God. We are focused how much we can owe by the gospel of God. It is all false. It is not out of God. You need to stop investing in a gospel that has been prepared for generation after generation by Satan to strengthen it in the end times, because we cannot discern anymore. We do not know what holiness anymore. We are focused out on outward appearance, and many people are being attacked through sickness, through ancestral curses, through so many things. Satan is attacking us, and we cannot see that anymore because we are blinded by Satan. The time is now to give your life truly to Jesus, to invest in your everlasting life, to open up your eyes for the true gospel that is out of God, to open up your eyes, embrace holiness, to prepare yourself through deep deliverance for the coming of Yeshua Nazarene. The time is now. Do not waste time anymore by listening, by embracing a gospel that has been prepared for a very long time by Satan to be powerful in the end time, but is not out of God. God bless you.